One of the hidden gems in college football, Merlin Olsen Field at Maverick Stadium in Logan, Utah. It's the Colorado State Rams and the Utah State Aggies. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you here in the booth, and we are keeping a close eye on the weather, along with help from Holly Rowe.
It is a beautiful day, but I can tell you it is very cold down here on the field. I see a lot of players putting their hands by the heaters. There's a lot of heaters set up here on the sideline. We'll see how that impacts the game. Keep you posted from down here on the field. Back to you.
We'll see if they can handle the weather in this game. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So Utah State's offense will take the field first. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the back from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he could hurt.
Turning it on. Makes it past the marker. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up. And the Aggies come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Trying to make magic with his feet. They've got it down to the 32. First and 10 coming. They'll run play action. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking to pass. It's Maryland. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. The Aggies, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Now on the option. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. They'll come to the line for the 8th snap on this opening drive, facing a 3rd and short. Keeps it himself. That'll be enough to give them a first and goal from the 10. And the Aggies come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. That one never had a chance. Incomplete. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll throw again after the incompletion. He wants it all. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. That was not on the opening script of plays. The turnover as the defense makes a play early.
What a start by this defense. That is exactly what you need, man. They've been a little bit hit or miss. They've been a little bit up and down. But to start the game on a high note, get the good mojo going, great start for this defense.
This offense has it with really good field position. To the air on first down. He's got it. Makes a grab, and he's dragged down. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Quarterback keep. Crosses the 10. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. And the Rams trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll run with Robinson. Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time. After getting nothing done on first down, 2nd and goal from the 6. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Robinson. Taken down just short of the sticks, but the offense still within scoring range on 4th down.
Yeah, and I tell you what, I love the run game down here. I love being able to give it to a back and be able to trust him. Listen, he didn't have any touchdowns on the season, so I know he's wanting to punch one in. And down here, giving me the opportunity. Let me prove myself, so I love the big fella.
And he's in! Touchdown, Colorado State!
And I love the aggressiveness early. Love that they went for it on 4th down. They punch it in. They get the 7. And here's the thing, Palmer. I love the aggressiveness. When you start to get in this goal-to-goal situations, the defense now, even if they get a stop, they got to go the whole length of the field against my squad. Love people that go for touchdowns instead of field goals down here.
Well, I think the offensive line also helps the head coach make that call, knowing that he can trust these guys to get it done. These guys are battle-tested. A lot of these players have been in big games and played in big moments. So here you are early in this situation. Let's roll the dice. Let's capitalize on this and trust those big fellas to get it done. This is a team right now playing with tons of confidence because of how much their defense is dominating. Just look what they did the last time they took the field, and look what they're doing early in this game. They've got dudes flying around making plays. They are a tough unit.
And he stopped right there, no gain on the play.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first.
On a big 3rd down, love the discipline by the defense.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Here's a give to Robinson. Going the other way, and he's got room. Makes the tackle right at the 21-yard line. Pickup of 10 on the play, and this offense is threatening with a 1st down. That's the end of the quarter, and Colorado State is on top. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the 2nd. So 1st down here as they go back to work. This time he wants to throw. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
Jukes his way for more. And he broke 1 tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
From here, it would just be a 30-yard field goal try. Let's see how aggressive they're going to be to try to pick up that 1st down. Quarterback moving. He'll pull it down and run. He'll be brought down inside the 10-yard line at the 9. The Rams have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. He's looking to throw. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Rams! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. Effective offense leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out and be clicking early, get everything going, want to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. Utah State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Back to pass, it's Maryland. He's got him. He works his way to the 21-yard line. Not enough to pick up the first down. Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. On fourth down, they'll throw for it. And the incomplete pass, they roll the dice. Snake eyes. Split backs here. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Gets rid of it. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Give running right. It's Robinson. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. And the last thing they need is to squander this great field position facing a third and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. He boomed it through, a 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful leg.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Starling. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Utah State's offense takes the field to get this drive underway. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to end. Makes a grab and room to run. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move. That's the way to give yourself some breathing room. Now the second play of the drive from the 36. He'll pull it down. Pickup of 8. It's now 2nd and 2.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
The Aggies lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. Bringing the heat, and they got him. They tried to surprise him on 3rd and inches, but by the time the ball was snapped, it looked as if there were 24 defenders coming after the quarterback.
Yeah, and look at all the guys near the...
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. On 4th down, trying to find his man. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Wants to throw on 1st down. The short hands, it's Brown. And he's able to bounce off 1 tackle for a solid pickup. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. And the Rams can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. The quick out. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good gain there. They have a 1st down at the 41-yard line. Caught behind the line. It's Brown. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Complete. Oh, it's a fumble. And this fumble bounces out of bounds.
When you start to get that offense going and start having success, you've got to make sure when you get closer to the scoring range, I take care of that football. If you don't, coach is going to go, you on the sideline, you in the game.
Well, I love that play by the defense there. Hanging back, watching the QB's eyes. Great job in coverage on the back end, and then rallying to him when he decided to go try and run for it himself. And now this defense is set up for it.
And that is no good. Had a chance to make this lead 20, but we're still sitting on a 17. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. He stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying and have had very little success.
This defense has got some monsters up front. Individual athleticism. You see guys winning their one-on-ones. They're getting pushed. They're swimming the offensive lineman and then converging on the running back.
Fakes the grab. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down. And the Aggies will hustle to the line. Running inside. It's Jacobs.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
Looking for a man. It's Maryland. Caught in the backfield. It's Jacobs. Oh, he's got some space. Inside the 15. Out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Got his man on the right. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
Love the location of the throw on that slant pass. Put it out in front of the receiver, put it on his face mask so he can catch it and try to advance.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. In the gun, looking to throw on third down. Touchdown, Utah State. They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone.
Well, needless to say, they needed that touchdown. They're down by a lot of points here in this game, and finally something goes right for them offensively. They put the drive together. They score here at the end of the first half now. In the second half, they need a lot more of this, and they're going to have to go tempo. They're going to have to stay aggressive, but maybe this gives them the confidence they need to stage a comeback. We'll see.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Under a minute to play here in the first half, and the offense will take a knee, and that is how we'll wrap up the first half. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors.
Man, week 9, go time. So let's get down to business with a notable update from the world of college football. And leading things off, we take a look at Miami, taking on the North Carolina Tar Heels. And it's the Hurricanes in an absolute fist fight with a team that has been every bit their equal today. Both offenses putting up points. Feels like anything can happen in this second half. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside the Big Ten. Back now to your game in Logan. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's send it back to our broadcast team at Maverick Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. He'll put toe to leather and get this second half started. He'll bring it out. It's Coleman. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Guys, we'll have another peek at this Rams offense. They go to work in the third quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah.
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And I think this team knew going into halftime trailing, their defense was going to have to step up here in the second half. And on the very first play of the third quarter, they get a sack. That is good news for this defense.
That's caught. It's Coleman. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
He's finally stopped, but a big play there with his feet as he moves those sticks. The Rams come to the line in the hurry-up.
And on the third play of the drive, third down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the first down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open, no problem. If you give this guy 1 yard to run, he's going to tuck it and take off, and that's exactly what happened there.
Handoff to... Oh, it's loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And that's a huge play by the defense. Great job and great effort getting to the ball carrier and swatting at the football, knocking it out, and then following up for a massive fumble recovery.
They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. Backed up now. Here's second and long. The run inside. It's Jacobs. Picks up the first down. He'll work his way down to the 28. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. The Aggies, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Right back to the well. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up second and 10. Looking to throw, it's Maryland. Makes the catch, it's Garcia. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Finds the tight end. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. And the Aggies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. On the option. Running back searching for a hole. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. The forward pass used to be illegal in football. That one still is. Still second down, but now the offense is operating behind the chains. Trying play action. Buying some time as he moves left. Breaks into the... Got some room, headed to the goal line. He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved the touchdown at least for now. On first and goal, let's see what Utah State calls. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Aggie.
I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a masterclass in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way, and you're right. College football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Colorado State takes over the Ram. Offense returns to the field. That last drive and the turnover, not what you're looking for when you have the lead, Jesse.
Yeah, and really I think for them, it's just staying out of their own way. They're making plays. They've got the playmakers to go and win this game, so it's just a matter of executing better.
Executing better, understanding I still got the lead, put a drive together here and build on that lead.
Second down coming up. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Coleman. Not a lot of daylight. He gets one to the 32. Faced with a third and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. They'll try to get the first through the air. Pucks it out of the air. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44. They'll operate out of split backs. They're working that left side. Getting closer and closer to midfield. Out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 47. After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. Off the play fake. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
Man, this defensive end is a monster. I mean, you've seen his athleticism and his speed and his bend and his flexibility. He now has 2 sacks, and there's still a lot of football to play.
They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. Oh, they're after him. He's going to run it. Keeps it and gets past the chains. He slides and gets the first down. What a weapon to have a guy who can move the chains for you by any means necessary. And the Rams have their offense in high gear. Field on first down. Got a man. It's Mosley. They make the stop right at the 30-yard line, but it's a 10-yard pickup and a first down. The Rams go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Oops, someone moved a little bit early. Offense going to pick up a 5-yard penalty. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Concentration is key. Have to know the snap count. The false start backs him up. It's 1st and 15. Off play action. There's the pressure. Still looking for a man. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. This game will officially be in the books shortly. Gives us a minute to check out the top 12 and the scoreboard and see how those teams vying for playoff spots are doing. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Back to pass. Here comes the heat. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
This quarterback is thinking to himself, I need to get an NIL deal at some restaurant so I can take my offensive line out and feed them more, because I don't think they like me very much right now. I've been sacked 6 times in this game. It's time to get that new NIL deal paycheck.
Starting to feel a little pressure. Didn't get past the marker when he started his slide, and now it's 4th down. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And it's good! Still a 1-score game, and they've got a little breathing room.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Here comes the Aggies offense out to start this drive. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. On the ground, it's Jacobs. Finding some room. Got enough for the first. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. Utah State comes to the line with a 1st and 10. They'll send the back in motion. The short hands, it's Jacobs. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Keeps it on the option. There he goes. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a 3rd down stop. They'll try to run for it. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. The Aggies come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. He lofts one down the sideline. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
We've seen this offense click and hum, and it's not clicking, and something's a little bit off. And I like the deep shot down the field. At least it wasn't an interception, but they got to find a way in this O to manufacture some first downs and some passing yards because everything's been difficult today.
He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
To the air. It's Hillstead. Escapes the pressure to his right. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He's brought down at the 44-yard line, and the defense making a play on 3rd down.
Nice job by the defense getting after the QB. He's trying to scramble around. He's trying to go get that first with his legs, but he's not able to do it because of the speed on defense.
Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield.
And that was one of those gotta have it. I mean, it's a 4th quarter, 4th down. We got to get some points. Palmer, they needed that one.
Yeah, all routes have to be run at the right depth, and the ball's got to come out at the right time. Nice job there by the quarterback, working through his progression, finding the open man, and keeping this drive alive.
Of course, it was the quarterback. I thought it was the receiver. Whatever.
Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. Looking for space. It's Jacobs. Defense holds their ground. Pickup of a yard. It's at the 26. Looks as if we have an injured player for the Aggies on the field. 3rd and short from the 26. Pretty easy field goal range, but they'd love to pick up the first. Out of the gun to give to the back. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
And I think this is starting to get really frustrating. This is a drive that they're putting play after play together. And you finally force the 3rd down, and they get the first down again. And so starting to sub some bodies because they're getting a little bit tired. They've got to find a way to get a 3rd down stop.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. Give to the back. And he'll be smacked to the ground.
I think the run defense, a lot of times late in the game, you always wonder how well it'll hold up. Nice job on this play by this defense, getting in and getting the running back on the ground.
He's got it and still on his feet. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. 1st and goal from the 7. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd and goal. It's complete on the right side. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. If they can get it in here, we could have a thrilling end to this game. It is 3rd and goal. They got him on the ground. Great tackling by this D to stop him short of the first down marker. The offense will use a timeout. Clock is stopped with 22 seconds left.
Man, it has been a long drive offensively. I just feel like you got to pay this off and be aggressive. You're down close. Punch it in for a touchdown here, Pollard.
Yeah, and inside the 3-yard line, I think I might try to finish this off with a touchdown. I ate up a ton of clock, wore these guys out. Now they'd have to go the length of the field if I missed.
They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. You got to take care of the ball, but there is room to take a shot here. They'll give it on the counter, and they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. Clock is stopped. Timeout used by the defense. 14 seconds left. They'll run out of the the gun with Darrell Robinson. The defense uses a timeout, and we are down to 11 seconds left to play. Their own goalpost looming over this offense. 3rd and 10 from inside their own 5. Robinson again. Got him for a safety, and that's going to do it for this one. The kickoff team lined up. They'll have to give it back after giving up that safety.
And that stings for this offense. You got the football, a chance to go make a big play, take control of this football game, and you give up the safety. Now they get the football back. Under 2 minutes, everything now against you. This team is going to have to find a way to respond and make a big play on the other side of the football.
Sometimes it's just not your day. Things just didn't work, and that seemed to be the case here.
Yeah, they didn't get the W. They didn't do it.